I'm not even gonna hold y'all. This video is like purely a crime of passion. I've been just seeing some shit online, and it's just been like fucking driving me up the wall because just for some reason I feel like if I don't talk about this shit, at the very least bring awareness to this shit, we're gonna blindly just fall into chaos as a society where we just fucking act on impulse and like fucking do whatever the fuck we want because my heart told me to, or my emotions told me to. So this shit needs to really be addressed. Just to give you context behind like what I'm like getting at is there's this video called like Common Ground, something like Common Ground at like a pro-choice rally. And the whole like point of the video is this guy will go up to these people, these pro-choicers at like a pro-choice rally, and like essentially ask them where they draw the line for abortions. Like basically like saying like you're pro-choice, but if you were to like draw a line in the sand and say at what point during the stage of development for pregnancy would you say that like we should draw a line and say you can no longer get an abortion for the baby? Essentially that was what he was like doing in the video, like asking these people in a very civilized manner, I might add. There was no like I gotcha moments, there was no abrasiveness in his tone or anything. It was purely like where do you draw the line in the sand for your beliefs? And to add context, even more context, he was also a pro-choicer himself, and he had a sign on his chest that also was like a very neutral sign, basically saying, asking if you're pro-choice or pro-life, and if so, why. That's the whole like context behind the video I'm talking about. So with that out of the way, you would probably think that, you know, his questions and conversations were met with open arms and people that were ready to have that conversation and were ready to properly articulate their opinions on the subject at hand and give fair and and just fair arguments to the topic at hand. But you'd be sorely mistaken because throughout the entire video, he's getting constantly bullied and harassed for simply asking people where they stand, where their stance is on this subject, and where they would draw the line. And he asked pro-lifers, he asked pro-choicers throughout the video. He was very neutral. Like I want to make this very clear. He was not aggravating people. He was not calling people names. He was not being sly or trying to sneak diss people. He was very respectful about the conversations at hand. I want to make that extraordinary clear, okay? So, where my problem comes in, and where I'm even making this video, is because there is a growing group of mentally ill people that genuinely believe that this guy going up to people and asking questions to have a good, proper conversation is wrong, because they say that he's, quote, like agitating a group of people that are already confrontational for like clips and views, which they don't know that. And it could be a possibility, but these people don't know that at all, nor does it actually justify the mob. Some people are also saying that, or basically kind of saying that like they're emotionally charged, you shouldn't be recording these people, blah, blah, blah. Like basically saying these people can't control their emotions, it's your fault. Like, just I'm breaking it down. These people are basically saying these people are emotional, these people are butthurt, it's your fault for going up to them and asking them to properly articulate why they're butthurt. If you think that shit is fucking stupid, that's exactly how I feel. Exactly down to a T how I fucking feel. But these people genuinely believe that shit wholeheartedly. And luckily, right now, they're like a minority, but they're growing. And there's too many of these people that believe that this guy, who's literally in like a super respectful manner, just asking these people to articulate their beliefs and why they believe in it, saying that he's in the wrong. This should blow, like, it will blow your fucking mind. It blew my fucking mind. And you might think that I'm going too far calling these people mentally ill, but that's literally just the way that I see these people. Like, when you see somebody say that they genuinely think that chemtrails are turning the frogs gay, or that the fucking 5G tower is hacking your brain signal and giving you COVID. You look at that person like they're stupid, like there's something clearly wrong with them, and they're mentally ill, right? That's how I see these people. Because in order to truly believe that asking people to articulate their opinions and give a clear explanation as to why they're mad, and to draw like a line in the sand and clearly state where their belief stands and where they don't, is like wrong. Is like, to think that you're in the wrong to do that and to ask those questions would show that there's a very clear disconnect from reality. There's a very clear lack, or a very clear grasp on actual reality that is around us. That's why I call these people mentally ill. Because in order to believe what you believe, in order to believe that particular take, you don't have a good grip on reality as is. Mob mentality should not justify abrasive behavior. Let me say this shit one more time for the people in the back. Mob mentality should not justify abrasive behavior. Just because you're in a group of fucking 20 people does not give you the right to harass and bully others. Especially, hold on, this might actually blow your mind. Hold on. Especially if they disagree with you. Holy shit, I know, it's mind-boggling. This shit is, I'm fucking pushing. This is cutting edge philosophy right here. No, but this shit actually needs to be like talked about seriously, because as I stated before, there's a very real group of people that believe that that being emotionally charged and being in a group of people gives leeway to your shitty behavior. That's fucking stupid. And it sucks that I have to say this shit, because I genuinely feel like I said before in the beginning of the video, we're slowly but surely on like a fucking crash course towards ending up like an actual GTA world. Like a fucking cartoonish world where logic and fucking common sense becomes a rarity, and everybody just acts up emotion and impulse and feelings, which is just fucking horrifying. And the reason why I want to say this is because we don't learn from history at all as a species, it would seem. Okay, the Salem witch trials. Hello? The Salem witch trials is literally what happens when two things happen: mob mentality and believe the accuser and not like the victim. Like the whole fucking believe the victim or whatever the fuck it is. Back then in the Salem witch trials, if you're accused of being a witch, that was it, GG. And everybody would mob mentality against you, so you couldn't get a word in because everybody's like together, if that makes sense, and nobody wants to actually give leeway to what you're saying. You're all caught up in the adrenaline of being a crowd that's mobbing against one person, and nobody believes you, because back then it was believe the accuser and never the actual accused. And you would think we would learn. You would think that we would fucking learn from that. But nope, we didn't. Or fucking lynch mobs back in 1932 and 1934, when white people would go out and fucking lynch black people as a mob. You would think that people would fucking look back on history and say, you know what, let's not do shit like this, because there's always grave consequences that come from this. These things almost never end well. But nope. And it's insane. It's fucking insane that I need to say this shit. These are also like grown people, damn near about to hit 30, if not already 30, participating in this shit. And I'm just fresh out the gate. Like, I graduated high school a month ago, 2 months ago now. You would think that these people would already have this shit down packed, but I guess not. It's insane. What the fuck that guy for doing that? We should always be able to reach a common ground, like damn near no matter what conversation is being had. Because closed-mindedness is intrinsically linked with radicalization and extremist activities all over the fucking world throughout history at any point in time in history. Do you think fucking Nazis were open-minded? No, they were not. No, they were not. Do you think fucking Al-Qaeda is fucking open-minded? No. These terrorist organizations, these fucking horrible people, are never open-minded. They're always closed-minded in their belief. They're never ready to have a conversation that brings, they're never ready to have conversations where they reach common ground on a certain topic. It's either my way or get the fuck out. Most of these cases, actually, it's either my way or I'm gonna kill you. The Nazis, like the terrorists. Even fucking, like I said, lynching back then. Which it wasn't even about having a conversation, it was literally if you're black, you're dead. But the point still stands that essentially, common ground, having a conversation with the goal of reaching a common ground, needs to be encouraged and fucking hyped up. We need to ignore these fucking babies that can't stand having people challenge their beliefs. To the point where even if somebody isn't challenging their beliefs but is actually asking them to articulate their beliefs, they get whiny. These people aren't children anymore. They're grown fucking adults. Spank their behavior out of them. Stop encouraging that shit. Stop listening to these fucking grown children cry. Stop it. Put them in the fucking timeout corner. Spank that fucking behavior out of them. I'm tired of seeing other people on the internet enable this kind of fucked up behavior. Because it's only okay because they agree with it. But when somebody will do that to them on a topic that they fucking disagree with, or on a topic that they feel like they want to, articulate what they believe, all of a sudden, it's just not going to fucking matter anymore. And we need to really bag that. We need to really understand that that shit is a real fucking possibility, and we need to exercise it from our society. Common ground, reaching a common ground, should never, ever be forbidden. Under no matter what the fucking context is. Or I shouldn't say no matter what, but damn near. Anyway, that was fucking my rant. Because this shit pissed me off. So, you feel me? Like and subscribe. Fuck these adult man children baby. Deuces.